Very sad. The police engaged in action that led to the death of a woman who simply needed medical care. Why was this happening? Because the medical facility, according to the report, said she had to leave. Here it is.
They want you gone. I'm talking. I understand you say you got some problems going on. You're going to have to find a way to get out of here, okay? I don't want this to turn into a situation where you have to go to jail.
Shattered my ankle and I had a stroke.
Well, if the medical professionals have saw you and discharged you,
they won't.
I got nothing to do with that then, but you got to get going.
I can't even get down there.
So you're saying that you're going to go to jail. Well, what's going to happen is you're going to have to roll this off the property.
It's the hospital's wheelchair.
Well, you're going to have to get up and figure out a way to get going.
I can't. Please don't do me this way. I don't want to go to jail.
Get up and...
I have to warn you now, the rest of this video is going to become extremely disturbing. Very, very hard to watch, but it is required. Here it is.
Oh no!
I need you to step up.
I
Okay?
can't.
Yeah, you have to.
Pull me back.
You're gonna have to get up there because we're gonna have to physically put you up there if not.
Oh my God! I can't. You're gonna break
Yes, ma'am. You're gonna have to get in
my
there.
ankle.
You've been medically cleared, ma'am. This is not gonna work. So we need you to help
My
us.
ankle. I'm gonna pass out.
No, stop. Okay, it's not working. Okay, just stop. Get in the daggone. Right here.
Okay.
Oh my. Jesus, Lord, Mary, goats. Now you're starting to piss me off. Get up.
This is the Lord's, listen to me. This is the Lord's day. All I want to do is give me some coffee and some oatmeal. I'm not going to deal with your mess this morning. We've already spent too much time on you. You're going to get up here in this van and you're going to go to jail. We're done with this. We're going to get in there and pass out. We'll be done with it. Because this is all an act. You're not going back in the hospital. We're not taking you back. You've been kicked out of 2 hospitals. What do you need your purse for?
My hand.
It's not in there. We've already went
No
through it.
inhaler in your purse. And when you know what's about to happen? You're about to get some more charges. That's what's about to happen. My problem with me is that I know it's all an act.
Oh, well, we all know that.
This is your inhaler. The medicine is missing.
Get a stretcher.
Get a stretcher?
Yeah.
Why we need a stretcher?
I can't breathe.
Do not have an inhaler.
Hey, it's not one of the suitcases.
Right there.
Please hurry.
Uniform's all nasty from her. You want a cigarette?
No.
I was kind of thinking just leave her on the sidewalk, throw a white blanket over, and everybody can go about their day.
She's already got warrant on her now.
You're about to get an extra charge for disorderly conduct. You're about to get anything I can think of.
Leave the sidewalk.
I'm gonna
You're
have
about to get anything I can think of.
You guys are gonna let me die. Please help me out. Sir, please. You're gonna kill me. Please. I beg you.
Stand up.
My
Walk.
legs.
We know you can walk. Now stop. Come on, man.
Okay. Now
Stop
me
up.
You can set yourself up.
These cowards. Here's when she died.
They're gonna kill me. I can't breathe.
What's that?
Set me up.
You pulled yourself to...
Set me up. Oh my God.
Scoot back towards me.
Hold me.
car? I'm sorry, I ain't doing
Okay. You guys
You're fine back there. Stop it.
take me to
I ain't
hospital.
dealing with you today. You're fine. Just lift yourself up. We
I
try-
can't.
Hey, are you up? I don't know. She's not responding back here now.
Can you start me a 47 here emergency, please?
Hey, come on, sit up. Sit up.
20 to 41, is it your prisoner that's unconscious or the driver of the car you stopped?
My prisoner. Sit up.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if she's faking it or what, but she's not answering me. Wake up. Hey, wake up.
She was never faking it. Put up the picture of this woman who should be alive, but is dead. Newly released body cam footage shows Knoxville, Tennessee police completely dismissed and ridiculed. Elderly woman, she told them her medical condition. She told them she was in pain and felt like she was going to die. And she did. 60-year-old Lisa Edwards, who used a wheelchair and had suffered a prior stroke that left her disabled in 2019. She had been discharged from the Fort Sanders Regional Medical Center on the morning of February 5th, but refused to leave, which prompted security to call the police. She was then taken to Roger D. Wilson Detention Facility to be booked on trespassing charges. She became fully unresponsive, as you just saw. Edwards was taken back to the same hospital where she died. Her family states officers treated her like trash, and they did. According to WVLT, her family is consulting a lawyer. Let's put up the chief of police, guy in charge. Chief, got a question to ask you. Would you be okay with someone treating your mother that way? Maybe your grandmother. How about your wife or your sister or your child or you? Your men treated her this way, yours. Now, I'm not the police, don't want to be. But I promise you, if I were, those under my command would fear me. There's no way this is justified. This woman begged for her life. She was tortured by your men. His name is Paul Noel, and let's put him up for mass. Police officials said the involved employees are Sergeant Brandon Wardlow, Officer Adam Barnett, Officer Timothy DeStasio, and Transportation Officer Danny Dugan. Now, one of them provided any leadership to say, guys, wait a minute. Let me try to keep everyone out of trouble here and make sure we follow protocol, because she has said the magic word, I need help. I can't breathe. They are now on paid administrative leave, as an ongoing internal investigation will determine whether the officers violated police policy. Whether they violated police policy. Knox County DA spokesman Sean McDermott wrote in a news release on the 21st of this month, an autopsy conducted by medical examiners with the Knox County Regional Forensic Center concluded that Lisa Edwards died of natural causes. You heard me. The DA, being a coward, is standing behind this document, which is obviously misleading, in my opinion, from the Regional Forensic Center, saying that, well, this was just natural causes due to a stroke and a cardiovascular disease, and that no time, this is in the report, it says, no time did law enforcement interaction cause or contribute to Miss Edwards' death. That's what the DA said. What? You have become a defense attorney? You're a prosecutor. You are elected by the people to investigate and prosecute crime. You have now become the defense attorney for individuals who killed a whole human being. Their actions led to the death of that woman. It is clear for everyone to see. I don't give a damn what a sheet of paper says from the forensics lab. Let's put up the person in charge of that lab, since you cited it, DA. Knox County Regional Forensic Center Chief Medical Examiner, Darinka Melisnik Polshin. She's in charge of that facility. The DA's office said in their statement that Edwards had flown to Knoxville on the 4th of February. During the flight, she experienced abdominal pain and was taken to Blount Memorial Hospital when she landed. After she was discharged, she sought additional treatment at Fort Sanders Regional Medical Center. That is when she was discharged from that one, and they said, we need to call the police because she will not leave. Let's put the picture up of the guy in charge there. Fort Sanders Regional Medical Center Chief Administrator. His name is Keith Al Schuler. The Knox County DA General Sharm P. Allen. The DA's office has cleared the officers of any criminal charges because the video shows she was not beaten by the police. She was never subdued. There was no physical struggle between law enforcement and Miss Edwards, and there was no restraint. Asphyxia is what it's called. So they're standing behind the fact that they basically, because they killed her by other means, there is going to be no charge. There will not be a criminal penalty because them being criminally negligent that leads to the death of a human being, not a big deal. However, if you would have done that to an elderly woman, if I would have done that to an elderly woman, we would be going to prison because we have a reasonable duty to not be that negligent in situations like that. And there's also a duty, a responsibility affixed with the relationship known as a first responder to a citizen, to a person. They decided to violate all known protocol, and those violations led to the death of a human being. The family obviously is outraged, so am I. This woman should be alive today. This woman was suffering. She was suffering. Not one person had enough compassion or heart to simply take the time to see her. And let's talk about the hospital. While the hospital represents a microcosm of the dynamic of healthcare in this country, the macrocosm is this. Not one hospital should have turned her away. What was it about? Why did she get turned away? She was obviously in pain. Her ankle was busted. She could barely breathe. Who would turn her away? Was it related to money? I got questions. Because this woman should be alive today. Jeff, thoughts here?
It saddens me that one of the last things she heard before she died was, "It's the Lord's day. I just want oatmeal and coffee." The convenience of this man's life and maybe her ailments inconveniencing him is what led to, as you said, criminal negligence. Whoever put that rule in the books likely lives in neighborhoods where they don't even have to deal with or contend with police unless it's for an emergency or it's on demand. And the fact that this woman couldn't even get help from these officers should let us know all we need to know. But I do have a question though. What was the worst that was going to happen if they readmitted her to that hospital or gave her the additional assistance that she needed, not wanted, she requested for it and needed? What was the worst that was going to happen? She get like what, an additional day in the hospital? I don't understand why everybody was so inconvenienced by someone in need at that time.
Right. She goes back to the same hospital that created the circumstance initially. She goes back there after she's unresponsive in the police car, begging them, please take me back to the hospital. I need care. All right, we're gonna follow this story because right now, nothing to see here is what the police are saying. We shall see later this week.